Chini ni team, na plan ni kuchukua throne toka chini ya king. Kama Chidi ni Benz, kama mimi ni Bang, let the best to come, take over kwa game. Checking ni on point, siko offside, niki-stream live all day, uko offline. Nipe sign, nipe akili, nivute line, nipe punchline, niwe on point kila time. Nipe mind, nipe wisdom, ni define over time, kila line na design. Nipe sign, nipe akili, nivute line, nipe punchline, niwe on point kila time. Nipe mind, nipe wisdom, ni define over time, kila line na design. Sina time, niko busy, in my mind niko easy, on the paper just sparking all day, na machizi. In the meantime, gold's in a jack or jazz, na ma punchline hapa zina pack or buzz. Sasa mind iko jiji, juu ya tosi na bibi, so nakula vitu fani kama white rice na ndizi. Getting high, kila time ina aim the star, na nikifika hapo bado nita raise the bar. Usifight, cheza chini, kila night niko tizi. Nina 5 mics, 5 nights, checkpoints, committee of tar. Nikade mana change bra, kani resu Mkenya na kuacha nyuma by far. Nipe sign, nipe akili, nivute line, nipe punchline, niwe on point kila time. Nipe mind, nipe wisdom, ni define over time, kila line na design. Nipe sign, nipe akili, nivute line, nipe punchline, niwe on point kila time. Nipe mind, nipe wisdom, ni define over time, kila line na design.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Story mtabu veveka na mantika vivika Fox Chairman kadoka naman taka BMW anza na BMX yeah man zingine zote zingizi kuget easy to itabidi bro kustress vidole kwenda pocket stranger the higher the speed kwa start the easier kuget worse politician kuja base tunata ana belch kuget through toss in a do hide kalongi kwa kiuno ya wase wa bushe religion ni ukweli bootleg na google kujimudu angotita soul ya kitatu wengine kisidi green card vuka border me noma kwa fort hata border sina ma rims jeans ma bling bling lakini na usiano king of kings
streets wanapizani aje niko wapi maisha yangu meka different wanalia streets wanapizani aje niko wapi maisha yangu meka different wanalia
ndoto za kula kwa sali moja na Bill Gates kutoa sukuma ugali kwa menu nyege pizza burger inahitaji bits tagundua sina uwezo kendea mwenye uwezo nikaokoka devo ananikatia kanyoka anasumu kwa mdomo wanataka kukukiswa na respect flow wataka patipati kwa mguu hey yo ingia katikati ya mguu hustler nataka kuimprove niwe bola drive kima CDs lakini mafansa wataki kubuy ma CDs waiter baptized chop sliced na supu ya dondo tunasheka Mr. Iggy Kimak bigi tu
streets wanapizani aje niko wapi maisha yangu meka different wanalia streets wanapizani aje niko wapi maisha yangu meka different wanalia
yes ndo the answer na kiri bila apology akikaa muta acha nyuma ka bodyguard ama BGV BD from boy Jabale to boy Java tulizoea kujipapasa kutafuta kama ziko sisi tunachagua manoti kwa mfufuko hatumani bars na bars kuparaka mapati sikuwa boy wa kuna mkono kwa class kujaza ma crossword nina dhamana tunaongea kuhusu crossword waniombea mema ukinita babi juu na saglongi bagi mini boy basi broke millionaire chuo nilipitia sikupita hiyo sitapinga niite jinga. Jesus, ye ni nyota ya mchana, kwa giza kila mshini msubu. Beautiful.
Streets wanauliza niache, niko wapi? Maisha yangu mega different, wanalia. Streets wanauliza niache, niko wapi? Maisha yangu mega different, wanalia. Streets wanauliza niache, niko wapi? Maisha yangu mega different, wanalia. Streets wanauliza niache, niko wapi? Maisha yangu mega different, wanalia.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Waza bana rada yo. Yes, it's another beautiful Saturday morning. Karibuni sana kwenye Gift of Gab, the PDF edition. Na leo kwenye nyumba tuko na wazing. Najua wazing tunapendaga kudili nao mayange juu manze ndio future yetu jo. Yes, so nitaacha wajiintroduce.
So kwa majina ni Teddy Michira.
Yes, sir. Teddy who?
Teddy Michira.
Teddy B. Michira. All right.
From Canada Mathare Education Trust.
From Canada Mathare Education Trust. Okay. And on the other side?
My name is Davis Masese. From Canada Mathare Education Trust.
All right.
I'm in JQuat.
Okay.
On my first year, I'm doing mechanical engineering.
All right. So, Ebu tell us a little bit of what you do at Mathare Education Trust.
Canada Mathare Education Trust.
Yes.
Ni organization yenye ina support high achieving scholars from the slums huko ghetto.
Oh, machopi wa ghetto.
Machopi wa ghetto.
Okay.
Hivyo ndo anaitwa.
Kwa hivyo hapa nimekaa na machopi.
Nimekaa na machopi.
Si tafadhali.
Yes, uongo.
Nyi mmegrow ya Mathare?
Tumegrow ya Mathare.
Okay.
Kwa sababu hiyo organization inachukua tu plainly watu wa Mathare.
All right.
So huwezi kutoka nje uingie.
Yeah.
Hiyo ndo requirement nyingine ya kwanza.
Okay.
You must be from Mathare.
All right. How has been your experience working with okay, how do they identify and get you to assimilate into the program? What has been your experience?
Experience yangu kwanza kwa ku-assimilate watu.
Yes.
Wana create kwanza, wanaambia public kutakuwa na forms. Plus wana advertise, wanatangaza mtaani hapo, wanatembea kisema kama uko na mtu huyu amemaliza, mlete huku kwa ofisi ajaze forms.
Okay.
Then interviews zinakuwa carried out. Yes, they identify you, wale specific, wanaona juu si kila mtu anabahatikanga kupata.
All right.
Ni wale few. Yes, alafu kuingia ndani experience imekuwa poa kabisa kwa sababu hizi long holidays tuseme kama April, they create leadership programs. Wanatuletea watu kutoka different organizations. Kama Uraia Trust.
Yes.
Some programs pia kuna fulani hapo tunaita Sekete, which talks about sexual health.
That's interesting, and given the informal setups, people get to be sexually active very early. So I think it is very important that we have such discussions.
Discussions kama hizo.
Unadhani kama programs kama hizo zinafikia wase to the ground, yani hiyo message inafikia wale watu wanafaa kuisikia?
Sasa inawafikia kwa sababu sisi kama CME, sisi ni kama brand. When they educate us, they expect pia sisi tukiingia mtaa.
Yes.
Naambia vijana venye inafaa kufanya.
Each one teach one. Davis, that's the name, right? Yes. At this level, with Canada Mathare Trust, Education Trust. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. And being in campus, unaona wanakusaidia kivipi?
Okay, Sime Trust.
Yeah.
Kiwa campus, they organize, there's something called workshop.
Yeah.
Where we all meet as scholars from Sime Trust. We interact. We have some time together. And then they also provide upkeep for us. So hatuinami sana.
Manze kampo inaweza kuwa brutal.
Naweza fanya vitu hadi utarajia.
Manze and especially for the female gender it's quite, you know, lakini siku hizi manze imekuwa pia slippery. It's just bad for both. Yes, so how has been your experience in PDF? Mmekuwa huku siku zote?
Yes, tumekuwa huku siku zote.
Okay.
Alafu pia kama mimi haijakuwa ya kwanza. Ya kwanza ilikuwa last year.
Ulikuwa PDF ya kwanza last year?
Last
so
year.
You and I are celebrating 1 year anniversary because I also came to PDF, the first one here hapa Nairobi University. And that is where we began this program actually. So comparatively now at least we have apple for apple. So comparatively what have you learned? What do you think we can do better as PDF?
So mimi nilikuwa political village na unajua kukaa na hawa wakubwa tunawaita wakubwa.
Our employees that we call our wakubwa.
Sasa kukaa nao room moja saa nyingine inaweza kuwa hectic, saa nyingine pia inaweza kuwa mzuri. Juu sasa unaweza kuwa tuseme flabbergasted ukiona hapo unashangaa huyu ni Kalonzo.
Mwanzo msenda mwananga kwa TV.
Ni kweli. Sasa unashinda tu hapo umestuka mambo mingi. But Kenya nimelani vitu mingi kwanza. Wame to explain hii ya pricing yetu hii kama Gen Z. Tumeambiwa yes tunatembea streets tunasema partyless nini. But wame to educate wakasema hata kama tunatembea tukisema partyless tribeless nini. Kwa hii politics lazima tu kuwe tu kwa party moja.
You have to be.
Lazima tu. Alafu my take home sana ilikuwa kuna point ilisemwa hapo wakasema we should stop agonizing and start organizing.
That's my message always. I'm not a complainer as a person. So if we are handling anything, you'd rather be coming to me with solutions. Because if I needed a definition of how the problem is bigger, I didn't need you to explain that to me. Yes, so now if you're talking of stopping agonizing and starting organizing, from at your personal level, unaona wewe mwenyewe hiyo message unaweza itake wapi? Number 1, kwanza turudi nyuma kidogo. Uko na ID kwanza? Tuanze hapo.
Niko na ID.
Uko na ID?
Niko na ID.
Thank you. Hiyo ni step number 1. One down. Number 2, register as a voter?
Bado sijaregister.
Bas, sasa hapo ndio the next step. So yes.
Tumeingia.
Ndio hapo ndio tunaingia kwa hiyo uwanja. Yes, because yesterday there's something we had Mutata here, right where you're seated. And kuna kitu alitu educate. Akasema very important. Akasemaje? Ukiangalia kwa constitution, ukiangalia kama kwa obeying the law, unaambiangwa everyone must. Lakini ikifika ni mahali hapa tunasemanga ati kudelegate power. You can only delegate your power through the vote. So ile place inasemwa with the people. Kama una voters card, wewe uko kwa hiyo clause ya with the people because you cannot nominate your power. Yes, so hiyo message ya stopping agonizing and starting organizing at your personal level, where do you want to take that level? That message and how?
So kama mimi hiyo statement nilielewa hivi, walitumia example ya Gen Z, tulienda tukafanya maandamano tukasema watoe kila mtu, si venye tulikuwa tunataka wote watolewe. But sasa ikafika kwa sawa wametolewa,
then what?
Tunataka kuweka watu. Hapo tukaanza kusambaratika, sijui nani ameenda kando. Wakaleta tu story fulani ya pesa kidogo.
That's it,
Sasa hatukuwa na plan, we didn't have a plan. Sasa hiyo context ya stop agonizing,
start organizing. Yes.
Hakuna venye tutakuwa tu tunaongea.
Talk is cheap. Yeah, so let's say at your personal level kwanza utaanza ku reach out kwa wase wako. Circle yako. Because you see, we at times expect so much from other people and don't want to lift a finger. Davis, from your side, how has been PDF for you? What's the experience for you? Is this your first one?
Yes.
Is your first PDF? Excellent. So imekuwa aje?
Venye Teddy amesema. Kuna watu unaonanga tu kwa TV.
Lakini unawakutanga hizi mitaa.
Leo nimewaona. During this nini nimeona nini the president of Law Society of Kenya,
Faith Odhiambo, big up sana, anakuanga mtu mpoa sana,
the registrar of political parties, Kenneth Lusaka alikuwa hapa, nani Okio Mtata,
yes
all those people,
David Maraga was around, the former CJ.
So my main issue with this PDF is the time they are giving for us to ask questions, it's quite small. As in, we don't get enough time to express ourselves. Unaweza anza kuuliza hivi maswali, wanasema mheshimiwa anatoka, time is running out.
No, shida si PDF. Shida waheshimiwa wote behave hivyo bro. Trust me, I have worked with them. I have worked for them. They behave like that. Yes, they behave like that. They are always busy and they are always in a rush. Si PDF. Si PDF usiwaekele hiyo ngoni bro. Ni waheshimiwa. Hiyo tatu ni si PDF ni sawa. These animals I know them. Yes, so time allocation. Watu wapatiwa enough time ya kuuliza maswali. And what's your take home? Ukiona like what's that positive vibe that came out of PDF yenye mnasema like hii itanisukuma, this can take me like through a circle of 1 year?
Okay, I didn't know much about political parties. Through the PDF, I came to learn more about political parties. Okay, and the main point I want to take home is about this Gen Z uprising.
Yes.
Okay, they said you cannot. Okay, you succeeded in your demos and stuff and that, but they say you must have a party. You cannot say we are partyless, we are leaderless. How will you? Yes. So they said tuchukue ID, tuende to after political parties, ndio tu nini vote zetu.
In other words, what they are also telling you is that get IDs for you to join their parties. What they didn't tell you is that you even have the freedom to organize around friends and form your own. You don't have to join their sinking ships. One thing I can tell you is that again they are missing the point still, because for me and having been an active citizen like forever. The problem has not been that we have not achieved to remove a president from office. No. Bangladesh went that way. Where are they today? Mess. I follow international news like religiously. So when I tell you that could have gone bad, yes, it could have gone bad. What we needed were the young people to be engaged. The mind to be engaged politically. We didn't need miracles to happen overnight. That will, imagine if you were to pray for a degree and then God gives you a degree, ukimaliza tu KCSE hivi. Will you ever appreciate the value of that degree? The fact that people are mentally engaged means that we have begun a revolution of thought. And that is just what we needed. Not to change things overnight and then throw the country in a mess. So don't worry, guys. We achieved. Don't worry. There are institutions that are working behind the scenes to make sure that these people cannot do whatever they want. So mtu asikuue moyo ati sasa tulikuwa tunaona kwa street, sasa mko wapi? No. Things don't happen in the streets. That is just one of the ways. Yes, so we appreciate you guys. We thank you for your time. Now, I hope to see you in the next PDF. I hope to see you in more spaces like this. And check out for international days. We are always doing international days. Sana, check out Power Radio socials. DJ CJ, my co-host is called Elijah Moz. You will always get updates of what we are doing in the spaces that we are operating in, and we have a lot of events. So guys, you're always welcome. And say hi to your director. She's a friend of our very good friend artist, G-Flow.
Sawa.
Yes, asante sana. Yeah. So, guys, those were our first guests for the Saturday. As we go to the musical break, we will be coming back with a few other guests. Leo tunapiga tu wrap up ya PDF tukisonga songa. Wagwan.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Rap.
Sure we made it.
Iwe beza mamtani ko chini ya maji. Kila place mi nakani ko chini ya maji. Kwa hii game ya rap niko chini ya maji. Iwe dem takatia jo chini ya maji. Kani maji mi upewa jo chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji. Iyo story usitel eka chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji. Yeah. Place natoka light huwa haifiki. To make it out alive walai tricky. Life huwa haishiki. Death kola hawatiki. Kazi kupata ngumu kuliko kuwaitiki. Underage anakufa na risasi like that. Damu imejaa weed, hawa need resource factor. Chats were greener pastures, hard were greener pastures. Apocalypse, ogopa hips kasisi kujivunia. Ugeji, nana ana ukedi. Amini newsless, masomo bure. I mean useless, unalika ndika mua Kenya. Siasa mbaya, kukamua Kenya. After campaign za kuful raia. Laughter champagne na kufurahia. Iki campaign raia hufurahia. Iwe beza mamtani ko chini ya maji. Kila place mi nakani ko chini ya maji. Kwa hii game ya rap niko chini ya maji. Iwe dem takatia jo chini ya maji. Kani maji mi upewa jo chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji. Iyo story usitel eka chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji. Yeah. Chini ya maji kifugitive nikipewa. Time tu niko juu ya maji ni nikilewa. Kujenga hidden, no agenda hidden. Chasiza toa lipo Caesar. Plant a seed, pokea fantasies meondoa. Jina Jesus, mpango wa kando vile ndoa zinagiza. Heroes ni Osama na Hussein man. Msoto bubu, pesa husema mwenye nguvu mpishe. Ama maisha ufupishe, sina nguo kuvaa kesho. Kila mahali ya umma, leader kwa vacation. Akila mali ya umma, ukiwa rich ile filthy. Hakuna crime utacommit, uwe guilty. Boy plotless KIDPs, shamba labda gok sina peace. Bado karawa na die ID, please. Iwe beza mamtani ko chini ya maji. Kila place mi nakani ko chini ya maji. Kwa hii game ya rap niko chini ya maji. Iwe dem takatia jo chini ya maji. Kani maji mi upewa jo chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji. Iyo story usitel eka chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji. Yeah, own something, owe something ndo wako info. Pata info, nightmare ukilalia dream amka mapema. Karibia goal man kama pena. Ukikatikiwa unaka kitu, watakusahau ukikatikiwa kaka kitu. Chunga unacho, funga macho watakuwash brain. Kiangazi, isifanye wash brain. Scoopy stupid stuff, fools wanna fall for. Pesa haga Volvo, underground, ina respect content. Ukifall short expect contempt. Geuzo wanna be supper, hawana bees hapa. Wake MC huvunjwa, wake MC hukunjwa. Revolutionary show ni demonstration. Ideas ni bright, is mind complexion. Iwe beza mamtani ko chini ya maji. Kila place mi nakani ko chini ya maji. Kwa hii game ya rap niko chini ya maji. Iwe dem takatia jo chini ya maji. Kani maji mi upewa jo chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji. Iyo story usitel eka chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji. Yo, chini ya maji.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Waza bana rada yo. I hope you guys are having a good day. Yes sir. We are back again with another friend of ours, and he's from Katiba Place. Siasa Place.
Yes, sir.
Siasa Place. Ebu introduce Mbogi kujua ndo nani?
Okay. I'm Joseph Odero.
Karibu kidogo.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi there.
Yes.
I'm Odero Joseph. From Siasa Place.
All right.
Yes, Siasa Place is a non-governmental organization that is focusing on the youth.
All right.
Through use of technology,
Yeah.
ensuring that young people participate
Yeah.
in governance and political processes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's beautiful because, you know, I've been an active citizen for a very long time, and prior to last year, around May, June, there was this attitude of young people where they could tell you, hata sinanga ID, hata sipigangi kura, siasa, na politics is a dirty game. Do you think those attitudes have changed?
Yes. To a certain degree, it has changed.
It has.
And what has propelled this to change,
Yeah.
In my perspective, is that the young people can now feel the heat of the economy.
Yeah.
Lack of jobs is out there. It's a real situation.
Yeah.
And if you hear even from students from universities, you once had a first year conversing with the other, and wakasema enyewe hata hii do tunapewa na parents, hatuwezi hata save.
Una save? What do you mean you save bana?
Hata mboga ya shilingi 10 siku hizi hakuna.
Mboga ya 10 itoke wapi? Mboga ya 10 itoke wapi?
So I feel this has hit the young people, and it's something that has made everyone to be on the lookout.
Yani it took mtu afilio pain at a personal level ndio waseme, you know what, let's have a discussion.
Yes.
At Siasa Place, what's your mandate? What is it that you're trying to achieve? Like, what's that one North Pole for Siasa Place?
We are keen on the young people, mobilizing young people to be part and parcel of the change they would want to see in their community.
Yes.
So it's from a realization that if they don't take charge, no one will.
Oh, yeah.
So we are going for the young people, ensuring that they have the right information, they are in the right structures and platforms to effect change.
Yeah, when we say young, how young are we going? How low are we going? How high are we going?
Of course, in Kenya, we know that young people are between
18 and 35.
Yes.
All right. So looking at, we are now seated at PDF, and PDF, I was here last year. We were hosting it at Nairobi University. The venue this year changed. What has been your takeaway, and what's your overview of what has been done this year as we come to the end of that?
I would say it's been a great platform.
Yes.
Where everyone from every sector, be it young people, be it the leaders, a platform has been created for conversation on issues that really affect us as Kenyans, and not only as young people.
Yes.
And the PDF has provided that platform where now we agitate or we put forth those issues that we really want. We are so clear on what we don't want.
Yeah.
And also it has provided a platform for us to now think of how to move forward. What next?
Yeah.
It has been a big question. How next?
Yes.
Because you're already sure of what we really don't want.
Exactly.
So that is my overview when it comes to the PDF 2025.
Yeah.
And the debates have been, they've taken shape in terms of the engagement.
It's interesting because last year's PDF, we were having it prior to the May-June demonstrations.
Okay.
And I could gauge the engagements back then were a little bit generic, the usual complaints. Have you felt like the messaging and the engagement level has changed, and is it for the good or the bad?
It is the young people. I'll be more focused on young people because I was more in the
youth village. Yes. Oh, me too.
Yes,
that was the most lively place to be, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And from the conversation, it was more was coming from the young people. It was they were not being guided.
Yes. Oh,
if anything.
So where does this attitude that people have been sent, because there's the SG of UDA told people that they were creating content, and I'm like, dude, we are asking you legitimate questions. It's changing. Do you think the political party, the political class are even prepared to be told, because they are surprised that it is now coming from the people who are electing them?
They are in denial. That is one thing I would say.
They are living in a different world.
Exactly. They think, they still think 2002 backwards.
Yeah.
You get?
Oh, they are in more era.
Exactly. They're in denial that they don't believe that young people can come out and focus on their own issues. They only need to run away from the fact that they speak of things like they've been sent, they've been told to say this. That is not the reality.
Yeah.
The reality is the young people now know.
Yeah.
And if you say that they are sent, then it means even the work that we've been doing as Siasa Place, providing civic education and many other organizations, is like you are trying to say we've not been doing it well. You get?
Yeah, at the same time, you see, okay, I look at it this way.
Yes.
It's like when you have a cheating spouse, they think you are the one cheating. They always accuse you of cheating.
Exactly.
So because for them, like the perfect example is just yesterday when they were signing off, they were mortgaging off the country yesterday at KICC. I live in Dandora. I was leaving Dandora at around 10. There was no people. There were even businesses were closed. And I'm asking, hey, what's happening? Hey, watu walipatiwa pesa jana wakaangalie baba na Ruto wakisign deal. Nauliza, alafu bana, sio ndio form ya leo, si wararudi tu hapa tena. Hata si masupporter wao, lakini hiyo ndio imetoa do. Do you think those attitudes are going to change as we approach 2027? Those ones of I will take the money.
Honestly, it will change, but then not that much.
Yeah.
Kenyans, we forget very fast.
Yes.
And the politicians have been good at creating, you see, ninja ndio inafanya
yes.
But I can assure you that they will take the money. But this time round, everyone has been hit.
Yeah.
And I believe young people will make a different decision.
Yes.
In terms of taking money, I can't say that confidently that they will want to take.
Honestly, if you bring me money that I've not worked for, I'm going to eat that money.
Yes.
It is not going to sway my decision. And I think you guys are doing an awesome job, because I was seated with two young men before you came in, and the only complaint they had is we didn't have enough time to tell these people.
Exactly.
So kubebewa akili haitakuwa rahisi.
Exactly.
And there's this thing that is changing. I don't know whether it's access to information or what. I don't know what you're seeing when you're doing your field work. The way that people are getting their information, has that changed? Do you think churches will still be used to mobilize people, because they have been key in keeping people in their bondage? How do you see that snowballing in the next 2 years?
With the advancement in technology, I would really, churches have been there.
Yeah.
There have been platforms where you use it to pass information.
Yeah.
But the current access to information has been fueled by the use of technology, the social media.
Yes.
And for us as Siasa Place, we are so keen on targeting young people.
The use of socials.
Of social media.
All right.
So it's very easy. You can get information at the comfort of your home.
Yes.
You see young people are now creating TikToks. They educate people.
Yeah.
Like I was surprised. Actually, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah.
If you look at the content that came up yesterday.
Yes.
In reference to the KICC, what happened in the KICC? It's young people took the information, they analyzed the possibilities you get. So the information is getting out there very fast.
Yes.
And this is the worrying trend to the politicians.
Yeah.
And that's why you see there's this targeting in terms of the use of social media, curtailing the use when to pass information, trying to curb, control how information flows within the social media. So it is not basically the offline activities that is really fueling this, because we've been having these platforms, but it is the online engagements.
Okay.
Yes.
We look forward to continue these engagements, and for us, we are always open, and since we are a creative hub, we support art. We end up working with a lot of young people. So in your circles, as you work with young people, any people who are dealing in art and using art to disseminate this information, push them our way. We will always give them a platform. We play 100% Kenyan. Yes, so we are also very keen on making sure that the message is getting to the right people, because if we are 70% of the population, how is it that like a 0.0001 people percent is what is our the main problem. It's just that we have really like given up too much. Yes, so from Siasa Place and at a personal level, as we wind up this, give us your closing shot and give us your call to action. Tupatie assignment.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is my message to the young people.
Yes.
It is very clear that we are aware of what we don't want. It was so clear from this forum, from the PDF 2025, we know what we don't want.
Thank you.
But I'm worried in terms of then what next. We are not so clear on how we are going to move forward.
Yes.
And I feel the politicians, they are keen to keep us in that forum where we speak of what we don't want.
Yes.
We take more time speaking of what we don't want,
and more of complaints. That's why
more of complaints.
That's why the scandals are coming every day.
They are keeping us so busy. And they are so, for them it is action and what next. Take an example of what was happening just some few meters away from where we were yesterday. So a call to action to young people. Let's avoid the infighting amongst us.
Very important.
Let's sit down and work towards how we are going to achieve what we want as young people. Before we get there, we'll be blaming each other, we'll be blaming the politicians. It's high time we avoid blaming the politicians. Get to work, provide an alternative. Sometimes speaking of what we don't want is not enough. Let us create an alternative to the system that we are seeing.
True.
That is what will get us to where we want to be.
I appreciate that. And by the way, do you know that even that statement of speaking of what we don't want will not get us there? It is actually biblical, because even Paul said, that which I feared most came to me. So as we wind up this, we thank you for your time, and we will take that message very keenly, and we will make sure that every youth and everyone who is related to Power Radio we will make sure that message gets to them.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for what you are doing at Siasa Place. Continue doing your work. Whenever you need partners, we are always a call away. And as we wind up PDF, I can only say thank you, because najua manze bash bila mbogi.
Exactly.
Bash bila mbogi si bash.
Exactly.
So asante sana for your contribution to the success of this event. Na I'm sure we will meet in other spaces.
Thank you for hosting.
Yes, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been a representative from Siasa Place, and you have heard the message. Hakuna hiyo comfort maze. Hatuna hiyo comfort. Maze, let's play our part, and let's make sure that these people are right where they belong. We must make sense of what we need. We must make sense of who we need to guide us and to lead us. We will not get solutions from infighting. That infighting is only helping the opposing camp. And the opposing camp is not like one or two persons. It is the political class. And trust me, they have galvanized to make sure that they keep you in bondage. Yes, sir. So let us take that message clearly, and very keenly. I'm going for a musical break, and as I come back, I'm coming back with another guest in a few minutes. Apo sawa?
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Utafanya nini ya kufikiria? Tumepoteza wengi wenzetu tuliowapenda sana. Kama soja kuangalia, utafanya nini ya kufikiria? Tumepoteza wengi wenzetu tuliowapenda sana. Nilikuwa napenda lika, kisha nafanya mikasi. Nilikuwa napenda kuhei, nikiwa tika. Napiga moja ya pili ya tatu nne sifili. Naposimama kwenda home, najipiga na chini. Simpa akili nyingi kanitia wazimu. Ghafla nikajikuta nimefutwa kazi. Msee kwa mwenye nyumba kula mimi nataka. Hela kwa mama pima zare nikipata. Kama kote kila sehemu kuzuga wengine wao wakikunywa. Ningekula kidogo, nikikumbuka na hela kula kumwani pesa. Kula kuganda pesa, ningekula kidogo. Sana chuma ni mbaya sana video kidogo na unapenda skati noma sana utachomeka brada punguza kidogo acha kupenda noti dada sana utapoteza maisha video kidogo ama kusema kweli ni kubaya ni mafupi maisha punguza kidogo kama suja kuangalia utafanya nini ya kufikiria tumepoteza wengi wenzetu tuliowapenda sana kama soja kuangalia utafanya nini ya kufikiria tumepoteza wengi wenzetu tuliowapenda sana. Nilikuwa naye toka zama toka nasoma nilipomuona doi kama nzuri wa moyo ukungu wa choyo uchesha na hayo anafuata nyayo za mamake heshima zina upungufu kwa babake fanya pesa ni harusi na mwanake hivyo ndivyo sawa manake mara SMS kwangu yo flash mshana wako ni wangu amefanya tabia na shakuwa changu style kwa Musa na pepo kwa Joni kama mjini yo flash na ifanya sioni leo jioni niko home body nijifungua yule tempo shoni amebana na makazi nikimgusia ananipia na kuniambia soma ninayosoma kwa siamini vipi huyu akanipatia mimi unapenda hate sana chuma ni mbaya sana video kidogo unapenda skati noma sana utachomeka brada punguza kidogo acha kupenda noti dada sana utapoteza maisha video kidogo ama kusema kweli ni kubaya ni mafupi maisha punguza kidogo kama suja kuangalia utafanya nini ya kufikiria tumepoteza wengi wenzetu tuliowapenda sana kama soja kuangalia utafanya nini ya kufikiria tumepoteza wengi wenzetu tuliowapenda sana. Baya maisha acha kubaya kungoja sikiliza unataka heshimu wazazi utakujalia wapi tunakutajia wenzetu wanatusemea skani tuiwekania siku moja tutaipitia
Yo, Urban Scotch na Monaja Muingia bafu nikiwa msafi natoka nikiwa mchafu na kila sentence mi utunga yutokea nikani tatu alafu nikifungua mdomo skini na tract watu nimefanya zoezi ya kuspit mpaka ulimi iko na ngatu so utaniambia nini kwa maki na kile unajua ni wantu time sura yangu kwa hip hop simechorwa kama tatu mi udunga msika tisho alafu na mvua kati atu flow nikawa super nimebadilisha hadi mtafiatu skina cheza na maneno mzeni kidondo watu kama tatu na kaki utasisi rudi acha nifanye mpango wa kando heri nikae jiji hadi nibebwe karo simwando as long as nimeishi Nairobi hakuna siku nitakosa mpango. Na unishaanza kustuka na ujasikia mambo bado. Natoa set moja kwa mic nasikika nikani double. Special lady na defined opposite ya mavado. Mimi kambi ya mgambo nasikikanga nikiwa na jambo.
Najaribu kuzikaza kufikisha hizi flow. Na nyumba ziwe rumba mpaka kwenye dance floor. Kwa mabibi na mabwana na mabinti na mabro. Navyohisi mimi na bro, watu wa hip hop pilo. Najaribu kuzikaza kufikisha hizi flow. Na nyumba ziwe rumba mpaka kwenye dance floor. Kwa mabibi na mabwana na mabinti na mabro. Navyohisi mimi na bro, watu wa hip hop pilo.
Chenye na wapa kile mnataka bila mashaka. Jo, kile na hapa mziki staacha hata kwa miaka. So, kile nataka, kile nasaka, kile ndapata. Do, manzi ndapata, kinipa mapacha, misita mwacha. No, hawa marapa na roka kwa miaka kisha nachapa. Oh, flow ya hapa kile za mafako nafaa kuifuata. Bro, jo inawaka na zidi kutafuta mbata ni haba. So, kazi ndachapa ndio kazi nachapa niweze kupata. Show, sauti ya laughter nikasikia after nikishapata. Do, lakini kusaka Mr. Arts juu bado ndataka. Mo, baada ya mwaka ndafa nimepata mpaka mtemaka. Lo, rap mini masu na rokanga fasi za lena wapa. Lo, dada na kaka mama na baba mafansi haba. Jo, mistari nikijaza kile nawaza mimi hapana. Bo, nikishika kipaza chenye nawaza vile nitabamba. Wo, hivi sasa natrai kujikaza sasa nimewacha flow.
Najaribu kuzikaza kufikisha hizi flow. Na nyumba ziwe rumba mpaka kwenye dance floor. Kwa mabibi na mabwana na mabinti na mabro. Navyohisi mimi na bro, watu wa hip hop pilo. Najaribu kuzikaza kufikisha hizi flow. Na nyumba ziwe rumba mpaka kwenye dance floor. Kwa mabibi na mabwana na mabinti na mabro. Navyohisi mimi na bro, watu wa hip hop pilo.
Bidii yangu kwa jua kali imenipa weupe wa wali. Sipendi kutumia ugomvi ama ulafi kupata mali. Usidhani juu nilichelewa jana kesho sirauki hali. Na mkijifanya nyuki wakali na waandamana la sali. Ningeambiwa niwapeleke shule wangesomea shika dabu. Inakaa waliruka daraja na sikio hawajashika bado. Walidhani teachings aletwa tuna kinerika bado. Tumeanza street preachings na methali tunapanga double. Mimi ni simple sana na kwa bad thoughts na keep off. Ni wengi wajiona wajanja but in real stars ni beep off. Kwa nje wameng'ara lebo, kwa ndani wamejaza hofu. Nikupa hope kwenye makovu si lazima niwe askofu. Bora una beat hook na track mbona skill usiemploy. Naweka human ndani ya flow kupatia kila Sabina joy. Tukishindwa kuwakilisha hip hop tuna resign. Besides itakuwa ni ndoto tu mipaka tushari define.
Najaribu kuzikaza kufikisha hizi flow. Na nyumba ziwe rumba mpaka kwenye dance floor. Kwa mabibi na mabwana na mabinti na mabro. Navyohisi mimi na bro, watu wa hip hop pilo. Najaribu kuzikaza kufikisha hizi flow. Na nyumba ziwe rumba mpaka kwenye dance floor. Kwa mabibi na mabwana na mabinti na mabro. Navyohisi mimi na bro, watu wa hip hop pilo.
Yeah. Umerudi kutupanga. Miaka minne zimepita, umerudi tena mtaa. Umerudi kutupanga. Umerudi kutupanga. Umerudi kutupanga. Umerudi kutupanga bila haya wema nga. Tunacheki tuko rada. Tunacheki tuko rada. Tunacheki tuko rada. Kutubeba kama falaji ya kura kila saa. That's some propaganda. That's some propaganda. Some propaganda. Sasa mbaya jiweke round hii tumesema zi. Hatubebi mapanga. Hatuleti mablanda. Bado sisi mabrother. Pia unga na maziwa inapanda overnight. Inapanda juu juu kama kite. Kimijuza kusurvive mambo tight. Mshahara bado duni sijaona tumaini on site. Sina budi kujikaza in spite. Juu kazi ninadai hata kama ningependa kujirite. Kila saa day and night. Ni chakula ama dawa ama maji tutabai. Na vile budget iko tight kama mshipi ya hibi Mississippi. Na bado wanadhani tuko sheepish. That's not right. Kuumiza ndugu yangu sitaweza kwa sababu yako tu ndo uwe juu. I'm a free Kenyan born and my rights are overdue since back to school. Juu ya suit na tie. Tumbo kubwa imejawa na bribes. Manifesto umepamba maridadi kawaida itikadi ya kuuza lies. Wizi sugu wa mashamba na mali ya woman ni sisi tuna pay the price. Chakula tunapanda na mawe tunavuna, it's about that time to rise. Vice recognition kupa usirudi tena hata 2022. Jaro zako za kuleta ukoloni mambo leo nyoka shemo new. Damu tosha tumemwaga juu ya sera mahututi majuto ya mjukuu. Ushuru tunakanja ya panda pia ana mshida bila miaka mingi zimepita umerudi tena mtaa. Umerudi kutupanga. Umerudi kutupanga. Umerudi kutupanga. Umerudi kutupanga bila haya wema nga. Tunacheki tuko rada. Tunacheki tuko rada. Tunacheki tuko rada. Kutubeba kama falaji ya kura kila saa. That's some propaganda. That's some propaganda. Some propaganda. Sasa mbaya jiweke round hii tumesema zi. Hatubebi mapanga. Hatuleti mablanda. Bado sisi mabrother. Wacha kunipanga. Story nyingi bila ladha. Sitaki kukuona, sitaki kukusikiza, no. Pesa zetu za miradi ulikula kama wanda na bado unataka mo. Barabara mbaya kule town mashinani mkulima anatupa mazao. Viwanda vinafungwa badala ya kukuzwa vijana wanabaki broke. Ndio maana wasichana wanateswa kinyama Arabia. Juu ya ndege walipanda wakienda kutafuta na wengine wakabaki wafungwa. Ni unyama wanapitia. Oppressor hana hisia. Ni dhulma za jinsia mpaka hata mabikra. Ni hadithi mbaya tofauti tu tunasikia. Kwa minajili ya Wakenya, msanii ni ukweli peke yake nitasema. Kutucheza mtakoma, ufisadi ni ugonjwa itabaki mmepona. Kenya mpya ni lazima, mpende msipende wakati umefika. Mzalendo gutuka, chukua hatua skika. Miaka mingi zimepita umerudi tena mtaa. Umerudi kutupanga. Umerudi kutupanga. Umerudi kutupanga. Umerudi kutupanga bila haya wema nga. Tunacheki tuko rada. Tunacheki tuko rada. Tunacheki tuko rada. Kutubeba kama falaji ya kura kila saa. That's some propaganda. That's some propaganda. Same propaganda. Sasa mbaya jiweke round hii tumesema zi. Hatubebi mapanga. Hatuleti mablanda. Bado sisi mabrother.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Woza bana rada yo. This is Power Radio. Kama kawaida manzetu kwa PDF People's Dialogue Festival. Na leo manzetu nikasato kengine manze kameamua tu kutubless na kabaridi angalau kajua kametupiga ka break. Nimekaa hapa na wasee wa nguvu sana. Wametoka place nyingine manze wanasikia wanaita Nairobi Beats. So unajua mimi nakuaga na kitu moja. The moment I hear a name, I have my assumption first. So when I heard Nairobi Beats, I thought Nairobi Beats ni my food bites. So yes, so introduce yourselves.
What about Nairo?
Nairobi ni food ya Nairobi.
Okay.
Machipo hivi mapocho za ki Nairobi hivi unajua? Okay. So that was my mental imagination first. Yes, so I will let you introduce yourselves, ladies first as always.
Yeah.
And tell us about what you do.
Santi, woza.
Yeah.
My name is Lea Wanjiru, natoka Nairobi. So Nairobi ni BITS. Bits, the smallest part of a computer. So ile si bits ya chakula.
Megabits.
Yes.
Kilobits. Oh.
Yes.
Sema kuuma kando.
Yeah, so we are happy to be here. Courtesy of right here, right now, Kenya. Tuko hapa juu ya youth. We've been convening the SRHR village for 4 days.
Tutakuja hapo.
Yes.
Tutakuja hapo. Kwanza wamejua jina Lea Wajiro. Na wamejua Nairobi hakuna hakuna food.
Digital.
It's only food for the mind and the world.
Yeah.
To my far right.
Yeah, my name is Dolaman.
Wamejileta. Ile maombi niliomba asubuhi imejibiwa. Dola imekuja tu. Dolaman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now work at a place inaitwa Center for the Study of Adolescents, CSA. Tunashughulika na stories za health, particularly for adolescent na young people. Na tumebambika sana kuwa hapa. PDF, and thank you also for hosting us as Power 254.
You're welcome. You're much welcome. You know, last year I never got to go to the sexual reproductive village. This year I have been there so much, and what struck me is how at least people are now open to talking. What has been your experience away from here at now the ground grassroots engagements? What is it that you're seeing? Are you seeing people? Are the attitudes changing? What is it that you guys are saying? Because you're now operating in that space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asante kwa hiyo. Kwanza acha niseme last year it was small.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this year we have gone overboard because actually it's the first time we are having SRHR village in the People's Dialogue Festivals. Haikuwa hapo.
Kwa hivyo si mimi nilihata.
Hata si wewe ulihata.
Kwanza najaribu kuangalia hivi hapana hii si kuona hii. Si mimi nilihata.
Au kuhata.
Akaanga niko rada.
Yeah, so but these are ideas that were birthed last year. We thought of why not bring SRHR village.
And I have seen why it is needed.
Yeah, it is needed for sure.
It is.
It is needed for sure. Yeah, so some of the highlights zenye zimekuja is part of working with the youth huko mashinani is tunajua youth hawajui places when wanaweza access SRHR information. Hawajui kama kuna health facilities zinapeana services. So part of what we were doing hapa for the 4 days was to empower the youth and also young people from high schools because there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation, myth and beliefs zenye zinatambaa hapa na pale.
And then when you mix that up with misplaced, outdated traditions.
Yes.
Whoa, a hot one.
Yeah.
So most of reproductive health services and programs for a very long time in this country had been sponsored by the US government. In the spaces that you're existing, have you guys been affected by that kind of funding, the withdrawal of that funding and how?
Yeah. Take that.
Yeah.
I think, we not just reproductive health.
Yes.
But most of our health initiatives, malaria and nini, most were being supported by foreign funding, particularly, especially USAID. As the organizations working in the space, we may have not been affected directly, but what na work na partners community atufanyangi kazi peke yetu. We have many who have already been affected. Kuna hizo scale downs and the impact inaanza kuwa felt pole pole. And our urge to the government is that and we've always done this to advocacy to jaribu ku encourage the government to put sustainable measures ile yenye tujitegemee within our tax, because unajua kunanga story ya sustainability without the government. So donors wanaweza kuwa, then they come, then
the only sustainability we can achieve without government is when we crowd pull. That is it.
There's that crowd pulling, but even in crowd pulling pia inaweza fika
it is not long term.
The only long term ni government, because government are taxing people and they will always taxing people even 200 years to come.
Exactly. And that's very interesting because now that we are there, as we ndio ushikanishe tu, let me just top up something there. I have seen that the Rachel Ruto is now throwing a PR around Maziwa ya Nyayo. And I want you guys to just walk me back one step behind. Do we have sanitary pads for all girls in Nairobi for us to go to milk?
Wow. I pause because we lack words. Because ideally, relating to what Mama Ruto wants to put Maziwa ya Nyayo initiative, first of all, hata tusiende mbali. Let's go back to our health sector.
Yes.
Withdrawal of
USAID.
Not actually USAID, the free pregnancy
Linda Mama. Yes.
Linda Mama initiative.
Yes.
It has taken us back, like not actually
like
even
a decade, over a decade.
Yes. It has taken us back to old times.
Yes.
Where at least at least where we were having very high mortalities of children, newborns,
yes,
and also mothers not getting services that they are antenatal and prenatal cares.
Yeah.
So what I would say is, I think our government is trying to pull a show, but we really have a lot of problems because kama health facility structures zenyewe haziwork.
No, but they are saying it's just a small problem. It's just a small problem. You guys are not under. Shah is working. You guys have just been paid by cartels who are stealing from NHIF. Have you been paid?
But the issue is,
yes,
that small problem is costing a whole life.
Yes.
Najua, when people are always talking about these issues, health, it's always very easy to just talk about it until it knocks at your door. Ule msana feel the impact mwenye amekuwa affected. That one person. It's just that one person we are talking about. No, we are not talking about 10 people. Just talking about that person who's not able to access.
But that is not the emergency of the country. The emergency of the country is that the two top guys must be united.
And that's what we are
wondering. That is your problem.
Especially
that has been your problem as a woman.
As a woman?
That has been your problem as a Gen Z, as a youth, as a Kenyan. But that is your problem.
Yes.
Why are you raising other problems?
I agree, but also, healthcare is a priority.
Not also. If you are not alive to enjoy whatever else you have looked for, what is it for? What is it for? You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. So this program that I just want our listeners to understand that we have clowns in office.
Very true.
And we are facing real issues in life. We don't have the luxury of saying it's just a small issue we are sorting when someone is dying.
Yeah, true.
We don't have that luxury. We don't have that luxury of saying, we will fix it. Even your medical information is not even owned by your government.
Yeah, anyway, that's what I was surprised.
Story for another day. But we are just being run by cons. There's this program that you have mentioned to me that wanted it to get its own time. Hebu ni explainie na unilete kama mtoto wa class 2.
Class 2.
Yeah, nilete tu ile A for elephant.
Okay.
Yes.
So we work with a program called Right Here, Right Now.
Right here, right now.
Yes. Yani ni kwa
lakini sasa hiyo hebu tuendelee. It sounds like a very good political slogan, you know?
Yeah, we are not actually political. We are here to ensure that every young person has information. Be it, for example, when teenagers are growing up, how do they navigate relationships? How do they make informed choices to ensure that msichana mwenye ako Kibera pale hata drop out of shule because of teenage of pregnancy. Mtoto ako pale either Turkana or even Kisumu, Mombasa, ako able to identify this is GBV.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, because sometimes the things that we normalize... Okay, let me give you an example. I go to a place, I don't want to mention the tribe.
Yeah.
Then I'm told, ai, bwana asipokupiga akupendi.
Yeah. And that imekuwa normalized in some places. And even people now view it as a pre-qualification of something, which is problematic. And the shida ni inakwanga passed into generations because when it becomes a culture, that means it's something that people practice.
It is entrenched.
Then it becomes a tradition.
Yes.
Then inakuwa normalized, which is not supposed to. So in our program, those are some of the things zenye tunajaribu kutackle. Just letting people understand that it's not okay to be violent. Unaweza pendana and you get to enjoy the...
We interview a lot of people, and especially I do a lot of artists, and there's this statement that keeps on recurring. that we have focused on matters, even reproductive health. We have focused more on the girl to the detriment of the boy child. Are there ways that your messaging is trying to balance that out?
Yeah. So, vile tu nilimention,
Yeah.
we work with young people in all their diversities.
Yeah.
So, men are our allies. We also work with men. We engage male.
Yeah.
And we also have male SRHR champions
Yeah.
within the program to help us better reach even men, because I know especially men wamekuwaga na ile mentality like mambo ya SRHR si yetu
I
ni ya
found it,
wamama.
and by the way, and my
Yes.
take home from this whole thing, especially from that village, was when someone said, "There's no talk about female reproductive health in exclusion
of men."
And I was like, finally, someone has spoken.
Actually, in our program,
Yeah.
we look at people first as human.
Yeah.
Yeah, regardless of how you want to identify or how
Thank
you
you.
identify.
Now, before we dig into that, in your opinion, do you think us as boys, you know, there used to be a time when there was deliberate passing of information where you could be told if it is a lady, how to treat a lady, like how to be a man. Do you think we lost that culture around some place? I don't know, hata mimi nilijipata tu aje. But then ilikuwa
Yeah, najua,
in your opinion?
yes, culture is a way of living, and so these things are meant to change. They won't be there forever. As generations come, it is in a change how we pass information to each other,
Yes.
the kind of information that we pass. So
Yeah.
I think that passing of information hasn't changed, hasn't haijaisha. Bado iko, but the way it's just being done and what is also being passed is what has changed.
Because now the danger is that even a stupid person can have a platform and still pass the wrong information.
Yeah, and especially with in this digital era, msee yote tu anaweza chukua the phone and you go on live. And so all you're trying to do is to create that balance of, if kuna any misinformation, disinformation, hata yenye inaendelea online, we provide clarification. And one of our partner under hii program right now is Love Matters. I think for many young people, they know the Facebook page in Itonga, Love Matters, generating conversations around SRHR and has millions followers in millions. Just
I will check it out.
Have conversation around sexual reproductive health, post content, and young people engage hapo kwa comments, and then we have moderators who go and check and provide clarification kama kuna any misinformation that is going on there.
That's a dope way of doing it.
Yeah.
Where do you see discussions around reproductive health and the mandate that you're pushing? Where do you see it in the next 1 year, and what shape would you like it? In what ways would you like it to shape to be more efficient on the ground? Yeah.
So kwanza tuanzie with the way my colleague said. There are partners who help us, including us.
Yes.
To counter misinformation, disinformation, especially online, because you see, for offline,
na hapo ndio battle liko.
Yes.
Hapo
ndio
ni live.
Hapo mambo ni vula
keyboard warriors wako hapa.
Mimi juzi nimetandikwa na wa Nigeria. And you know what? It was I just commented on something that was about, actually it was about GBV. It was a discussion about who is superior in a marriage. And for me, I was like, why are we competing? You have needs, I have needs.
We are there to complement each other.
We just have
you bring what I don't have, I give you what you don't have.
Nilitandikwa nikatrend siku ngapi Nigeria? And that's the funny thing, because the people who are hitting me were more men. And women were defending them. I'm like,
actually, the defending bit now ascertain it's not actually a gender war. It's either mentality or a culture or a tradition.
These are mindset wars.
Yes.
Because that I was fighting with Nigerians about a war that I discussed in my hood in Dandora. Just shows you how Africa, like those traditions in a cross-cut evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we share most of them.
Yes, but also on the same point, it also shows you how social media, like information can just spread. If it was just about Kenya, na watu wa Nigeria walisha kupata.
Imagine.
So you can imagine.
From just one comment.
From just one comment of how one misinformation can just, a young person can just consume. Now imagine that young person, how many other young person will consume the same
through
misinformation
through
that person.
Guy, and you see now, let me tell you, this is the danger, yeah? Because when we come to sexual reproductive health, we are actually now dealing with, that is your gateway to your actual health well-being.
Yes.
Yani hiyo ni kama 50% nimekuua.
Actually, unajua, when you look at the graph of health of human being, inakuanga ni the normal curve, like a mountain. So unapata young people between the ages of 18 to 30, 35, you are at the peak of your health. So anything that
activity
you're doing,
hapo iko top notch.
Top notch. You are not just at the peak of your health, but also in terms of the agility and able to utilize. You are at your best. You are at your peak. So if we mess with this particular age, it means it affects so many people. It affects their later life in
It's interesting because I'm also a researcher on psychology, and someone said that in that period, whatever you learn between that period, no one changes it.
Yes.
After yani kisha programmiwa after 35, hakuna kitu ina change hapo sasa.
Most probably.
Hapo nikaende.
Actually wanasemaga just within your life, just check at 5 people within your circle. If they're not people who are progressing, be sure hata wewe you'll fall under the average.
And now the danger is you're falling under average when you're just in the age of bringing the next generation.
Yes.
So the next generation is already doomed by you being Guys, what has been your takeaway from PDF? What is your opinion? Nadhani it has been a good PDF. Ama nadhani tumeanguka from your kila mtu kivyake.
For me is hatujaanguka. PDF is a very nice platform.
Yes.
But also we also realized that we really needed SRHR, like to bring young people uongele matters that are affecting them. So if I'm going to go away,
I'm actually even thinking of throwing a spanner in it, but we will talk off air. Because I was looking at this, I was like, I wish I can get this to my shags, man.
Yeah. So all we can say is next year we can do bigger and better. This was just piloting. The best practices we've learned is we need to bring other CSOs, we need to bring government, we need to bring teachers, we need to bring parents.
Wow, counselors.
Yes, we need to bring
clergy.
Everyone.
Kwanza clergy.
Clergy kwanza.
Wow. Do you know how many things we have just been told this is sin, full stop. We don't talk about it.
Yes. And we've actually been working with clergy because clergy have a voice on what the direction of the government. Clergy has a voice in the community. Yeah. And so if they say this is the direction. Hey.
You know, it's just like to date there are people who will not do something just because Pope said. Priest said. Pastor said. It is that serious.
And they take it as is.
Oh, that one is never questioned. When it goes through religion, it is never questioned. And that is the danger of it.
That's the danger.
And then, again, we are looking at the cycle. Wrong indoctrination, offspring, wrong indoctrination, offspring, and the cycle
continues.
You see?
And then another thing is it has always been given no sex before marriage. But you as a person and also what you've seen from the data.
It's not even...
Is this thing that we can tell young people stop.
No, forget about it. Number one, I have heard many stories. I get curious. I go a lot in the informal settlements. And I can only tell my fellow educated Kenyans that you haven't faced reality until you just go to Kibera and relax for a day. Na hizo jinga zako za ati, is it safe? No. Just stay there for a day and observe. Talk
interact.
To people. Yani nakwambia, nakaanga tu place hivi Dandora. Najiuliza, hapa tunalea nini? Because you can see, like on the road, where to lia tu mahali, sit there for 2 hours. It will tell you the morals of the people of that hood. And we are joking. If we are telling people to abstain, you are preaching, unapreachia watu wa 1974. Hiyo story hakuna mtu anasikiza. Usidanganywe na msee. Kuna mtu anasikiza hiyo story. Yeah, so we really need to bring the messaging to this age and talk to people from where they sit.
Yes.
Because, to be honest, I don't think government is going to do it. Do you think they are even interested in an enlightened population? You will start asking questions.
It has been a push and pull because with the ministry in Akwaga, we are advocating for young people to have sex, and that's not the case. And also when you look at life skills, it's just life skills in a very shallow. Hata tukiandika kitabu, it's just hata glossary imetosha kweli.
Hata si forward. Here. So guys, you know, the burden of anyone who is doing anything and doesn't have the burden of the youth at heart, honestly, is just wishing for a country that will not exist at some point. So I must appreciate you guys for the work that you're doing. Si rahisi. It is a very thankless job. So even in your lows and highs, I can only tell you, keep at it, and your job is just one person. If one person has the right information, and that's the reason I even do this. I always say, me, Mr. Kangi, watu milioni. Me, I just want one guy.
Just that one person.
And when I began this career, that was my big, because all other guys we had were big numbers guys. But one of the guys, and who had the biggest numbers, just sat me down and told me, hey, you know what, CJ? You don't need to talk to 100 people. Just talk to one person who can take your message seriously. Number 2, make sure that your message is the right one.
The right one.
Because hakuna kitu mbaya kama kuchukuliwa seriously. Na unatupatia hizi doctrines za baba.
My take on PDF 2025 it has been amazing. It has been amazing, and we want to thank CMD all the partners when you may come together to pull this. True. It was well organized. One of the thought of having the different villages. Unasikia ukitaka kuongea stories za youth, dominance, where to go. Ukitaka kuongea stories za reproductive health, knew where to go. And I was at the SRHR village. The conversations were super amazing.
They were great.
And very timely. So kuna time tulikuwa na students from high school hapo. And I was happy because...
those are the right people to talk to.
I was happy because we were asking questions around menstrual hygiene. And we had boys are now willing to support girls during menstruation and seeing this as a natural process. Ile story tulikuwa tunafanyia tukiwa primary sijui.
Wacha nikukulishe tu pause hapo. Kidogo tu because it is important. Are you married?
Not yet.
Yeah. You have a girl, you're in a relationship?
Yeah.
Do you buy sanitary pads for your girlfriend?
Yes.
Why is it a problem for Kenyan men? Why? I don't see the problem there. Why is it a problem for so many of us?
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Menstruating is a very natural process, just like breathing.
Even at the shop,
yes,
you buy and they are trying to conceal it.
I wonder.
Now you look like the strange guy.
And actually, even what we've been doing in our as well. Yes, we've been doing with teachers. Tumambia, acheni mchezo nye mnafanya ati pads zimeletwa shule, then you call girls on a side and you give them and you tell them, I don't know, it's mkate. It's not mkate. It's a menstrual hygiene product that needs just to support girls. And also, we had boys now a bit transformative and wanasema wanaweza support, they can buy pads.
You know?
Yes.
That is so progressive and encouraging, man. I'm feeling good about that.
Yeah.
Juzi we had a matanga. I'm just giving you the final stories, trust me. We had a matanga in our hood. And something struck me. Because a lady came to buy milk.
Yeah.
To take to the matanga. And then akaekewa kwa the nini hiyo unajua inakuanga na two straps tuzuri, hiyo ni ya soft care, inakuanga na paper bag. Na bag poa sana, carrier bag fiti sana. Can you imagine she left with that carrier bag and that place is like 50 meters away. She had to come back with that carrier bag. Aigeuze inside out. Ndio aende nayo juu ati wazai wa kanisa watakata kukunywa hiyo chai. I was like, ati what?
Just imagine.
That is
This
shame.
is a carrier bag. Exactly.
Shame.
That is shame.
Shame.
This is a carrier bag. It has nothing to do with the ingredients.
Yeah.
I mean, what will it take for our minds to get there?
But the thing is, we get mona kuna hiyo intergenerational gap. And so what we've also been trying to do ni ku bridge the gap na bring the older people katikati na the younger together to talk about this issue. Then we ask those questions. The objective is to move milk from point A to point B. We ask the parent, what is the issue? Then tunakuja hapa katikati nasema hata wenyewe parents wanaona the objective yenyewe is to move this thing from this point. History. So why we are refusing to take the tea or the milk.
It's crazy, but I always say for us it's carrying all those discussions because kuna mtu hata kuimagine your discussion kwake ni hata bado hiyo ni taboo. So at least that we are talking about it, I just hope that it will soften some perceptions. You guys were here from day one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the entertainment world. Sasa tunatana hizi vitu serious sasa. You enjoyed the first day. Did you guys get to attend the first performance ya Leswanyika?
Yeah, in the evening I saw it.
You didn't come for
Haukuja? We really miss.
Trust me.
But she's our chief organizer, so you
understand.
Watatu nikwambie kweli.
Organizer things.
I understand. I perfectly but you missed.
You missed.
Now, today's performances, what kind of performances are we looking at? Is there any particular artist that you're like particularly excited to see on stage?
Yeah, so we are excited for don't blame me. I'm not so good with artist names. There's this artist.
Sema tu ni Wanyanza.
Yeah, we've actually engaged with him.
Costa, Ojuang Costa.
I think
Costa.
Yeah.
So Costa,
he does very beautiful music.
Yeah, he does. We've actually done with him outreaches in Kisumu. So he's a very good advocate in terms of integrating music and speaking to young people.
Yes.
So we are happy kaa kuna kitu ili stand out jana.
Yeah.
It's how SRHR did edutainment. Jana.
Wow.
Tumebanjuka.
Manze, that time nyinyi mnabanjuka, I had Okia here and I'm like, manze tusimalize hii story. Mahali kuna bash. Mahali kuna bash man.
Yeah. So if there's really, because we know how to interlink our programs. You see, basically, yezi kwa tu kila siku nakuja naambia young people information. You also need to incorporate.
Let me tell you my personal story. I hated school. I hated school. To date, I hate school.
Why?
Do you know why? Because school was not fun.
Yeah.
School was not fun.
But
I passed by miracles. Somehow. Somehow I passed. So there's this saying that anything you learn when having fun it never gets out of you. Because you don't only learn, you your brain registers it as an experience. Those ones, they never go away.
Amazing.
Yeah. And actually, if come will visit the village, we're gonna tulikuwa na some games. Because we're also changing how we do things.
Yes.
Some cards that young people are playing, but also getting the information at the same time.
Yes.
In terms of music, when I mentioned, me, I enjoy live performance. So, first time the lineup ikikuja.
Me too. Yani, mimi live yani ukitaka kuni. Ushisikiaga, what's your poison? So since I quit alcohol, that's my poison. Live performance anytime.
Yeah.
So today kubanjuka kama kuruka. So I think nyinyi ndio mnanifungia all my shows for the week. Give me your parting shot and your call for action. What do you want the people listening to you at least tunaitaka nini? Wapatie assignment. Nasemanga nipatie assignment. Nijuange by the way nikisikia hiyo statement najua ni Wanjiru aliniambianga. Hii assignment hapa nafanyia Wanjiru. Like I even have guys from past PDF who I text them and by the way today I've done this. And it's because of that call to action. Starting with the lady.
Thank you. My message to young people.
Yes.
Because I'm also a young person.
I can see.
I'm a mom.
Whoa.
Yes.
Now that's
and
interesting.
being International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Please.
First of all, happy Women's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Women's Day.
Thank you. I'm happy to be
in
to
the
be
mental
around
of
the
gentlemen.
aura of men who support women issues.
Oh, I do.
Yes, but then it's my message to young person, mwenye ako pale mashinani. Please, if you see programs that are coming within your communities and they're advocating for sexual reproductive health, please come forward. Bring your friends because you're going to save generation. You're also going to save a teenager or a 19-year-old from being a mom at 19 years.
Yes.
Yeah, and this year we have girls who get sexual debut at a very early age.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm worried actually.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a dad to a girl, sir.
Yeah. So my plight is at least being also International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Let's empower young people to be able to make informed decisions and also to counter norms that make women not to have a voice. At least every woman should have a choice. And in this choice, I mean, akikuwa empowered, they'll be able to make informed decisions.
Yes.
Atakuwa able to, meet her expense or lifestyle.
Yes.
And in this regards, no man will come to, entice, atikuja nikununulie pad, ndio uende shule, because, the situation at home is bad.
Yes.
But we are here for you. We are still in operations. We'll be coming to the informal settlement. That is Dandora, Kamukunji, Mukuru. Those are our areas. Ukituona pale, tokelezea man. Form ni moto.
Yeah. So, Iyo now I will hold. In fact, I'll make sure that I'll hold your number to that.
Yeah.
Because I'm keen now. The guys we had here before, like the first guys second guys I interviewed today, they told me they are under some organization and they even like age groups unapata so akampo mko na discussion yenu ya story ya sex. Correct. Yeah, so we need those engagements.
Yeah.
Brother?
Yeah. I mean, I'll talk to young people.
Yeah.
As unajua saizi, we have a bulging population of young people. We are the most
70%, man.
Yeah.
Manze nchini.
Yeah, so something happened on 25th of June.
Yes.
It really changed a lot of things. So let us hold on that spirit of active participation in every aspect of our lives.
Yes.
Take care of your health. Take care of your reproductive health. Make sure that if you are getting any information, it's the accurate information. Always reach out to credible sources about information regarding anything. Take care of the people around you. Take care of your friend, your partner. Protect them, be it a boy, brother, ama dame. Take care of them. But also make sure, importantly, you participate on matters governance. Because whatever happens up there on the scale. It
Kitakuramba
affects you in your bedroom. It goes all the way to your bedroom.
It will even
to that condom that you want to.
Exactly. It will even determine what time you will need to wake up.
Exactly. So make sure you participate. You participate on matters governance actively.
Yeah.
Be aware of whatever is happening. Question anything that you feel is not going correctly.
Yeah.
And lastly, to my partner and to every woman out there, happy Women's Day. We really love you.
Yeah.
We are who we are because of you.
Yes. So
thank you.
Even though tunakamaliza, and guys, thank you so much for creating time to talk to us. We don't take it for granted. Enyewe niliwaambia nikiingia hapa na kuangi serious.
Imekuwa sawa.
Yes. So karibuni sana Power Radio. We are just up here hapa tu karibu na kwa Kasongo. So anytime you guys need your information, your message out there, we are here for you. We are amplifying those voices. We are amplifying every voice that speaks, especially to the young people. Man, we had this age of ours that were grown. We were brought up around fear, messed up government, like so much.
True.
But now we have that. At least people can reach. Unaweza tu reach mse. So with that, we don't take it for granted that you guys are even doing the job that you're doing. Keep doing it. Whenever you need our help, hata kama ni as a person, mimi nakuanga open kama kitu ingine.
And thank you so much for having us.
Karibuni sana. I wish you a very lovely week ahead. Enjoy the performances.
Of course.
Mkiniona hapo in the crowd hivi mniite to dance.
Lazima. Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us and keeping us company. That has been our discussion with guys who are doing an awesome job. Manze kukutanua story ya reproductive health. Kama kuna kitu moja manze hii generation hatuwezi miss. We cannot miss the information on reproductive health, because that is where many people are getting messed. That is where people are even dropping from school because maybe they have gotten unwanted pregnancies.
Yeah.
We are talking of diseases that, like HIV, even it is still a concern, but we have an eruption of so much more that we have gotten to a point of, hey, manzebana. Yes, so we thank them for what they are doing. We thank them for what they have been able to do for the youth around PDF. And as we go off PDF, we wish them the best. We always promise to partner with people who are doing a good job for the Kenyan people. And kama kawaida, we will be there no matter what. Adios.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Simimba kudream ni kukosa idea na kufocus ni kufuata system na kuibia. Kile hatutaki kubadili nia na kujikubali ndo tubadili njia.
Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am.
Hatujali kuhusu mazingira, Mother Nature sai amejawa na hasira. Tunamu-exploit kwa sababu ya ajira, faida kwa wachache ila sote tunaumia. Hatujali kuhusu mazingira, Mother Nature sai amejawa na hasira. Tunamu-exploit kwa sababu ya ajira, faida kwa wachache ila sote tunaumia.
Labda shida ni mimi, labda shida ni wewe, labda shida ni mimi na wewe. Hatuelewani, labda tukikam pamoja tutabadilisha hali. Kwani after kulegalize mnataka tumedi wapi? Na kando ya Nairobi River mti hazipatikani. Msitu raha mkikata tutapata raha wapi? Naivasha ikifikia ikiwa kuna safari rally. Nimekuanga Robin sana in the hood, kwani amtaki pia sisi tupigane mti in the woods. Mother nature na bleeding ain't nothing good. Hata mvua ikinyesha inaharibu mpaka food. Sainani ana get full viewpoint, hakuna kitu ya view. Tuna wale Bogoria na zingine curfew. Imagine Nairobi squeezy, hakuna sun dew. Juu ya jua kali squeezy, tuna sun tu.
Hatujali kuhusu mazingira, Mother Nature sai amejawa na hasira. Tunamu-exploit kwa sababu ya ajira, faida kwa wachache ila sote tunaumia. Hatujali kuhusu mazingira, Mother Nature sai amejawa na hasira. Tunamu-exploit kwa sababu ya ajira, faida kwa wachache ila sote tunaumia.
Juu ya makaa tulikata miti, side na face calamity. Juu ya decision tulimekwa board meeting. After impact saindo imefanya tumetijua, hata chai wakulima wanakata. After directors wamechai maziwa na ng'ombe ziko njaa kwa zizi. Plus wavuvi wamekuwa wavivu, jumboka no longer ileti maziwa. Kisa ni corporate walipollute zetu ziwa. Juu instead ya kufind the roots tuliuproot mizizi. Busy kwa blenge wakati shida ni sisi. Na ni wazi jumito hata zina miti na water catchment wali capture juu ya investment na interest ziko high ka mountain. No wonder waba yezi flow back kwa fountain.
Kwa sababu ya ajira sote tunaumia. Hatujali kuhusu mazingira, Mother Nature sai amejawa na hasira. Tunamu-exploit kwa sababu ya ajira, faida kwa wachache ila sote tunaumia. Hatujali kuhusu mazingira, Mother Nature sai amejawa na hasira. Tunamu-exploit kwa sababu ya ajira, faida kwa wachache ila sote tunaumia.
Reclamation, Mother Nature ndio na fight back. Kata moja panda mbili tuka lose track. 12,000 acres za forest tuna lose kila mwaka. Population pressure tunavuka di mipaka. Polythene na plastic, policies are lacking. Ongeza illegal dumping plus hewa sio safi. Pollution kwa maji samnataka tuende wapi? Pollution kwa mchanga, Mother Nature yuko happy. Lexolai, Baringo, Naivasha, Nakuru, Garissa, Isiolo, Turkana mpaka Samburu. Tutunze mazingira kizazi kipate nuru, na tukizingatia pia nature itashukuru. Back to green energy, natural resources inaleta less losses compared na fuels za fossils. Tunafaa tujali na tulizane maswali, tukifanya hivyo njana ukame utaeka mbali.
Hatujali kuhusu mazingira, Mother Nature sai amejawa na hasira. Tunamu-exploit kwa sababu ya ajira, faida kwa wachache ila sote tunaumia. Hatujali kuhusu mazingira, Mother Nature sai amejawa na hasira. Tunamu-exploit kwa sababu ya ajira, faida kwa wachache ila sote tunaumia.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Jali kuhusu mazingira, Mother Nature sai
Sure. It's struggling every day, you know.
Tutaona venye mambo itakuwa manyana. Yap, anayejua Maulana. Ndugu wako je atakuua kwa mkwanja. Kitu kitoko tu wanazua mangana. Kwa unajua ni watu ngapi tumezika. Yap, zile magata tumefika. Nombana si maboys tumedata kwejisika. Tuna hasira na maisha haya. Dada zetu wasura makilisha anambuaya. Maboys mtaano napotea na madawa. Na boys clan tani kiongea unapagawa. Yup, kila asubuhi ni kama siwezi anza siku bila bui kinyama. Ujui kani leo ama ujui ni jana. Maboy wanashindwa uchukue ni kwanja. kila mtu yeye anataka tukumeke.
Feels like another Scarface dream. It's just another Scarface dream. Feels like another Scarface dream. It's just another Scarface dream. Hustling on the block to make a living. Tomorrow may never come, but I'm willing to make a sacrifice. Me never spend time sitting. Got to touch the streets in the morning.
Kila mtu wako nao ni kama Johnny ndio ana. Nabidi niwe Ghostface kitoni Montana. Nakuja gold na after hapo hivi platinum. Either tani uwa makamiti maximum. Juibi biashara ya usenge kuishi Batman. Kufa ni lazima na kuishi Batman. Yup, nashukuru Mola. Kwanzia enzi za 3D crew Dandora. Di cinema na showing face tu ni noma. Hizi deal mnapata zili kuja through akora. Ndo maana hata rules mkivunja tunachora. Bado issue tu ni cash tu. Ungeni mikanda venye sisi tuna crash tu. Tumekuja kuharibia bash tu. Hivi mdogo mdogo unastukia umezama. Role model gani hii unapatia tu vijana?
Feels like another Scarface dream. It's just another Scarface dream. Feels like another Scarface dream. It's just another Scarface dream. Hustling on the block to make a living. Tomorrow may never come, but I'm willing to make a sacrifice. Me never spend time sitting. Got to touch the streets in the morning. Oh, I see many child religion. It left them in the region. And you found faith in information. Politics, friction, about domination. Yes, it's a crazy situation. Feel like me topsy-turvy and drunk. Under pain and pressure, them a hold we down. But the focus is to rise and elevate from slum. Right now, me bulletproof strap down, yes. It's just another Scarface dream. 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 Never come.
With no one to save it, I had it resuscitated. Told you I'ma do a Heimlich on rap. I gave life to the game, people just procreated. The globe berated, crazy now aces flows be rated, right? Y'all condescending cause your clothes are quill fly. Got an infrared pointing if they tone a little high. Cause I'm a flow killer, the lyrical show thriller. The mic is my battle axe, ain't nobody gorilla. Everybody sound basic, see what you need me for? Bred in the era of mixtapes and CD stores. Cut from Mithril, I'm what you never seen before. Upon my ghostwriter, my rhyme book is a Ouija board. Rappers using their 15 on screens, acting a fool for you just to get to see low green. We're reclaiming the game, these are repo schemes. Have Khaled tracking us down like I'ma need those keys, you know? Sumo rap, my pen heavy, 500-pound bars. Cutler gon' have to bench press me. I stretch medleys and we flex as soon as the check ready. As far as opposition goes, I don't respect any. Your top tiers, no, they ain't messing with my position. Kenya's best rapper and I welcome the competition. And that's the difference between us, I'm clever at compositions. You're better at contradictions whenever we stop and listen. My catalog is every plan that I conquered. Paid my dues in full and I stand by my product. I'm blessed, I ain't have to compromise for the profit. A flex watching tracks taking off from the cockpit. Dimes blowing my phone, I ain't even have to blow up. Blown away by every lyric and metaphor I wrote up. I blow your mind, you blow me off, I blow your back out. Soon as I back out, I'm back out, back on the cash route. Ask around, industry knows I'm incredible. Bars exceptional, rhymes impeccable, songs attainable, conceptual, whole repertoire's commendable. Took 11 years to be raised atop a pedestal. Calm, collected, I'm Nas apprentice with God's intelligence. I'm at par with the stars and veterans. It's always those who don't applaud the rhetoric, denying the eloquence. I squat in your calls and messages. Whole careers a never-ending quest for challenges. Pen is mightier than the sword, well my pen's Excalibur. For a bag, y'all get to watch me empty your whole ploy. So just bring this G money and ready your homeboys. Cause when I rap, it's an out-of-body experience. When I rap, it's an out-to-body experience. When I rap, it's a how-to-body experience. Dead or alive, I'm top 5 of all time. I'm monetizing these thoughts. See how my brain cells firing in all cylinders. You catching stray shells. Amazing accolades like never before. Y'all rain on my parade, I'm trying to weather the storm. So stop debating on the greatest. I've attained a nomination, not to play with. I'm the change from what the game just finds abrasive. Mantra stays, I've gotta make it. And my brain's unlock the matrix. It's like I'm from the pages off the sacred scrolls of angels. All I'm saying is, the thoughts I saw hard to make it formulated, complicated. I'm your modern take on pop resuscitated. My constraint is not the same as the candidates who acclimated. A vacant space awaits among the greats, I'm obligated. Off the rails, I've got a lot of ways to rock the wave. It's hard to spar with greatness, bar for ace the dawn's appraisal. Amazed at all the ways I orchestrate my bars and phrases. Y'all can say I ought to make a Lost in Vegas Hall of Famer. Top of the food chain, message out to refuters. You might want to hang in there, I reckon alpha's a nuisance. At my lyrical prime and never lacking inducement. A Jedi with a mind trick to telepath to the future. With the stamina, I rapping challenges through the calendar. A massacre, hardest in Africa, none in this caliber. A title I never had transgressions to master. I'd be your go-to if my ancestors were captured. Dawn. Y'all better get active. Cause nobody in Africa's out rapping me. Facts. It's facts. It's Ace the Don versus everybody. This is Barred Up, Volume 2. Yeah.
Siku njema wapendwa, hapa tumekaa na Kala Moto, wahenga, malenga wavumba juu ya Kala Moto, na tuna Google kisugul ndio ni kitu sua hapa. Kala Moto hii ni kitu sua sugul. Worldwide hewa chafu tuna breathe, parasites kwa uchafu wana breed. Bendera ni mbili, red na blue, black na green. Ndovu waziezani na siafu zikitim. Rudisha kwa duka kaizo viatu hazifit. Sina degree but still na chimba deep. Weight of the world over my shoulder, RPG. Hii ni cup ya sweat yangu jo, piga sip. God alikubali plus akaipiga tick. Shut your big jo, tunaandika na M. Karibuni kwa kitu sua show. Have a seat. Single-handedly simi Somalians, pia ya Masai na Njora. Hafi moral, akona click yake diaspora. No love lost, waiting for ile siku ya reunion, tutakaa pamoja. Hizo visions wengi wao huona ati wanaweza kuwa the honors, wanaota plus wanafollow nyota. Kabla warudi kwa senses jo, kujiokota too late, no more time jo, kwa chini kaa mota. Heri hata ungeenda vacation la Costa, while ya can juu enyewe time ya mostai kikam jo, kwa rosta utachapa utakuwa chini kwa dasta.
Jai memkumba toka majana hajala, msha mwenye nyumba kasha timba na mikwara. Tatizo mavumba ndani nje ndo misala, mawimbi ya popwano na adithia hadi bara. Sifa zinanitoko kitaja rapu nikala, maswala kufoka yendo anaongoza msafara. Standio amechoka kamoka pombe sigara, kisa hajatoka Mungu ndo ajibu sala. Umvi unamtoka umri unasonga na anazeka, yana kapiga shei wejelewa nakosa pesa. Bobby nasikia squeeze soma pesa tena, sote ndo tumbuizaji na maisha ka sinema. Fani kofani ndoto ya Jay-Z sahau, kiwa MC atakupoteza kama boys wa mau mau. Ukimba bongo flavor mama penzi jali kiki, piga mapisha tujazie insta takupa like. Tatizo huku bado anagombea ufalme, waruka namba 1 naongelea namba 8. Kila mtu akichipuka kidogo anajikuta king, washunguze nikapuka juku rapu na na sing. Kivumbi hapo subiri ufi ucheki mitandao, posti kibao so lazima kwa mchango na vikao. Mighty halipi promo la sifa kibao, usijali kifa ndo tajua idadi ya wanao.
Nilikuwa msanii wa Afrika, yani East Africa, Afrika Mashariki. Kala Moto kitu sua, hii ni kwa
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Ildada, we back, let's go. Vile ninatema ni sage, ukinipa pen, paper na page. Frida Kahlo, natengeneza paper mache. Duda natamani kupewa mate. Rude awakening nikaa meletewa latte. Hakuna dada ill, shinda sister Brenda na Lea. The fans bado after mwaka away. Wanajua nina spa kama ngata ya jets. Kama Jabba na Predator ndo chess. Wona cheka na hapa tunachezaga chess. Black and white yo, ni paper to chess. Na seta simbo kama Nipsey na badi yake. King wako anapenda vile queen ana dress. Anaitisha address na namba ya cell ya ku receive cash. Kila kicheck, Ildada be fresh. Na diet flow wacha upinzani depressed. Kasi path hii ni quest, hii ni thirst wacha ni quench. In the past, mke alipimwa na the fatter the waist. Nowadays ni the flatter the belly. Na kaa ana talent hajawai erase. Videos za TikTok, YouTube na subs. Ameninoki cause I reach for the stars. He buy cribs, I buy cars. Kutoka swingi mabaz na julikana kwa wingi wa kazi. Na dosi ringi mavazi zimefanya wanakodoa macho tuwazi. Nafuata ndoto silali, talanta silazi. Nafuata ndoto silali, talanta silazi. Nafuata ndoto silali, talanta silazi. Talanta silazi.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Waza bana rada yo. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're keeping well. Leo manzani ile siku tunamalizia shughuli ya PDF. Na nimepata mgeni mwingine hapa nataka ajijulishe, tumjue ndio nani. Kindly come nearer the mic.
Habari zenu, mimi
yeah.
naitwa Juliet Ndenya.
Yes, Ndenya.
Yes, nafanya kazi Nairobi. Na shirika linaitwa Peace at Heart Initiatives Network.
Alright.
Na pia na coordinate civic education Nairobi for Uraia Trust.
Okay.
Na pia ni budget facilitator. So mambo ya finance bill, finance what, hizo zote tunahamasisha wa Kenya.
Sijui nianze hapo.
Mahali popote.
Ndenya, karibu sana kwenye hii ya leo inaitwa Gift of Gab special edition ya PDF Power Radio. Mentioned that uko kwenye hizo spaces za civic education and all that. And last year we saw an increased engagement. This year, I don't know, maybe there are people who feel like the engagement has gone low. From the spaces that you're existing and from what you're seeing, do you think the engagement is still okay?
We are not very high engaging because wengi tunajua the budget process is a continuous process.
Yes.
So if we wait until a certain period to start engaging, it may not make sense.
We lose the whole purpose.
You lose the whole purpose.
Yeah.
So we do not lose momentum. So imeteremka kidogo, lakini kama watu wangekuwa wanafuatilia, kwa sababu ni kuangalia what did that finance bill now feed into, what else now, kwa sababu kama sahi parliament iliitisha maoni ya watu kuhusu hii budget policy statement.
Yes.
So in a few months time, like 2-3 months time, sasa tuko process ya budget itoke. So watu walitoa maoni yao. Watu walisema nini kuhusu hiyo, kwa sababu ilikuwa na vitu vingi ambavyo Wakenya wangehusika, wanaweza sema hapa pabadilishwe. So si finance bill tu ati pesa, lazima uangalie na hata hizo pesa zilikuwa zinafanya kazi gani, zilifanya.
Unajua time yetu budget only meant one thing. Siku fulani vitu zitapanda. Now, with the current kunile proposal limepeanwa. From where you sit, what issues, what are the issues that many Kenyans are picking? And wanasema hii ngori. From the current now proposed.
In fact, now that you've asked that, Kenyans are not really speaking. Wanangojea tu ile wataona sasa the bill, what has been proposed to be changed, ndio waanze kubadilisha. Lakini ukiangalia like the documents, I'm in particular, I have particular interest like in social protection, health and education.
Right.
Tukiangalia tu social protection, unashindwa ni nani anaprotectiwa na na protectiwaje. Ukiangalia kama watu wako na disability wanaimba wanasema jameni, unajua tuko na so many different types of disability, lakini ukisema tu it's like yani blanket coverage. So unapata people are affected but hawashughulikiwi, mnaekwa tu hapo tu mnaambiwa nyinyi mnataka tu ramps,
nyinyi ingieni kwa hiyo basi mkienda
so ati ramps. Ramps tunaenda hizi vikao hakuna hata mtu anafanya sign language. Atuangalii mtu anataka usaidizi hata wa kusoma. So ukiwaeka hivyo so hiyo ukiangalia hiyo document inafaa kuinaongelea watu and giving us also disaggregated data ati tumesaidia hawa kufanya hii, tutasaidia hii hapa. Lakini kiko hivyo blanket ati sasa tuko na primary schools and when you come back to the counties ECD ati sasa tuko na wanasema walimu 29 ratio of 29 students to 1 teacher. Enda shule. Enda shule. Wenda shule uone hao watoto
movie yenyewe sasa.
So
do they do that by just taking the overall number of teachers, overall number of children, then divide without looking at the distribution?
I am yet to do that math. I would want to do and I will do that math. So that we know hii hesabu inatoka wapi, kwa sababu tunataka kujua hii hesabu inatoka wapi. Sababu mimi nikienda hiyo shule tu zile kadhaa tu unauliza tu wazazi, wewe ile shule unapelekanga mtoto wako iko na walimu wangapi, iko na watoto wangapi na walimu wangapi? Unapata kuna classes ziko na watoto 80 na walimu wawili.
80 ni sosa. Me there's a school I know, Kariobangi South. I think a class has over 100.
I have lived in Kariobangi South most of my life. I do not want to talk about it.
But I was being told things and I'm like, nilikuwa naona na mdomo.
So when citizens do not understand nini exactly tunataka na hiki kitu na inani affect aje. So hiyo ndio kazi sasa tunataka kufanya. Tuongeleshe kama ni wazazi, tunaongelesha wazazi peke yao. Wewe unapelekanga mtu shule inakaaje? Huyo mtu anaenda shule. I would have said this on air but my son will say I embarrassed him, so I won't say that. Washrooms inakaaje?
All right. Yes. Oh, that one.
Washroom inakaaje?
Unajua kuna zingine kuna shule tuliananga tulikuwa unaacha shati nje. Huwezi ingia na shati kwa hiyo.
Naonanga watu walilani hivyo hata saa hii. Hata choo ikiwa tu vizuri ndani ya nyumba bado wanatoanga shati. Wanaweka pale, ishaingia kwa system. Sasa sijui kama wakienda Radisson Blue pia wanatoanga shati wanaweka pale nje. I need to ask that question. At least I know there's someone I can ask that question. But sasa unaona when citizens do not understand that it is everything daily that affects you, and how does it translate, iko wapi kwa hiyo budget, so inani affect aje. Sasa ikikuwa hivyo sasa discussion, everybody now will start speaking. Mimi hapa hivi nimekuja hapa nikikaa kama mama mboga, si ndio? Mkaniangalia mkashindwa na huyu mama mboga atatoa Kiswahili ama Kizungu, si ndio? So mama mboga akiangalia hivi, nimetoka soko asubuhi mapema, leo ni saa 2. So unaenda hapo kwa hiyo soko, unaangalia vile, yani I can just write. So when we even tell the county, this is what we see. It is not vitu tunasoma. Nimetoka soko marikiti asubuhi.
But then they are saying that you're being paid by cartels,
maybe
competition.
Now I should have said I'm an active citizen.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't do this for pay.
But they say tumetumwa. SHA is working, ni sisi tumelipwa ndio tuseme I work.
Even NHIF didn't work for me. Personally, it didn't work for me. Because I had children, nataka wako undercover yangu, naambiwa watoto wako 18, naambia but wako university wanafanya kazi wapi? So it didn't work for me. So it is I don't know how SHA will work for me now.
It was not designed to work.
So Kenyans need to talk. So I'm surprised that in fact this is a very good venue. Very very good venue. But tutapata statistics, watu waliingia wangapi, but si kuona Wakenya wakiingia vile nilikuwa natarajia wataingia Uhuru Park.
There's this tokenism culture, and if you have lived in this densely populated areas huko ndio inakuanga target. Watu huko ndio wanaendanga wanapatiwa do ndio wanakuja kushangilia wasi hapa KICC. That is what was there yesterday. I live in Dandora. Yesterday there were no people in Dandora.
Wote walikuwa
jana ungeingia Dandora tu kwa ploti unaiba vile unajisikia. Hakukuwa na wase walikuwa wamepatiwa I think ilikuwa wamepatiwa thao
wakaja pale hata siku wanajua wanafanya nini KICC.
Walikuwa wamekuja kushangilia.
Na after walimaliza wakakuja hapa.
Yes, and then traffic yesterday was crazy. Do you think we will get to a point where we will take that 1,000 and still not go for such a rally, or take that 1,000 and still vote in the people we want to vote for?
Yes, but it will take time. But it will take time
because
kwa sababu I remember there's a time unaambia vijana hapo tu kwa base. Naweza kuja tu tuzungumze story tu ya katiba. So kuna wale wanakukaribisha. Kuna wale wanakuambia utatuona mangapi. Naambia tu hapa, mimi siwapeleki mahali hapa. So hao wanakuambia hivyo.
Like they are not even working for anything. Wanataka wewe uwapatie information and still uacheka kitu. So, you know, yesterday I interviewed Okia Omutata. I posted it on socials. Jana nimeitishwa pesa na watu around 13 there about. Jioni tu peke yake. Because that is the mentality. Ukikaa na mkubwa lazima uachiwe kaki.
That is the mentality.
How do we counter that?
Ndio nasema I from what I have seen, I am not very young. You can see I have white hair.
Ni kabila yetu hatuzeekangi tu usijali. I'm not also not that young.
So what I have seen over the years. Alafu what I am seeing now tunabadilisha pole tu.
Kuna kadozi kanaingia kama drip.
Kanaingia tu kidogo. So even as Gen Z wanasema we want change. Hiyo change itakuja, lakini itakuja if they decide we are going to be part and parcel of the process. So usiseme tunataka tu atoke. Atatoka, we are not going to leave a vacuum.
Yes, I gave people the example of Bangladesh, and you can see clearly, yes, they managed to topple the president.
Yes.
But they are in a bigger mess, and the current guy, mwenye walipigania kaingia, he's doing exactly what the other one was doing.
I tell people, can you stop hii kazi ya populism vote ati mtu wangu? Actually, I don't care who is president. I don't care. I have told people years, I don't care who is president. As long as anafanya ile kitu anafaa tu anafanya, I am good.
I'm always bothered who is my MCA.
Half of the MCAs have no idea of their job description.
Okay, I don't care about my MCA in Nairobi because I don't even know who he is. But me, I vote in Shags.
Who is your Shags?
Now that one I am very concerned. Like, I pay attention.
Do they also know what their job description is?
Oh yeah. In Makueni County, you don't have that luxury.
Okay.
The civic education level is too high.
My mother comes from Makueni. Wacha niseme my mother comes from Makueni.
Yeah.
But mahali anatoka, my mom went away for like 20 years. Aliporudi akakuja akasema, na huku hata kubadilikangi. Ukifika ukiingililia salama.
Yeah.
Hiyo barabara when I was a child was like that. And how many years is that ago?
Yeah.
Ukifika hako katown kanaitwa Nungune, teremka chini. Precious blood hivi ka barabara kuna maji kajekwa tunami hivi. Teremka hii pande nyingine. Utashangaa.
The same shape. So, I worked there with one of the NGOs. And I understand what you're saying very well.
Nikiuliza, so what luxury? So we have had an argument with my colleagues. Nikisema nyinyi mnashindanga mkisema Makueni kumeendelea. I went to Wote for the second time last year. And I got disappointed. So nikaulizwa, do you want to see brick and mortar development? Unataka kuona? Nikasema that too. I do not want to just hear Makueni unajua wanafanya paka civic education kwa nyumba 10. Wanafanya. I also want to see it. I also want to see it. Sindio? Wakati tunasema maendeleo. Si ati kwetu we want the hospitals to work, but we also want to see the aesthetics. So mimi niko hapo niwaambia hapo kwetu kuna mali barabara ilichimbika. So ilikaa kabla itengenezwe. Ilikaa na huko barabara hata wanapita wanaeka zile zilikuwa zinaitwa gabions.
Yes.
Gabions or something. Lakini barabara yenyewe bado yeko lami.
It is interesting because for me, like nikiangalia side ya Lower Eastern, Makueni is better off. I'm not saying they're perfect. It is better off because I have been to the other two counties. Kuna watu wanakula mishahara zetu bure.
Half the people we have elected akiwa wanakula tu mshahara yetu bure.
80% not half.
Not half. 80%. So if Kenyans decide, na imagine ni kitu tu kidogo tu tuamue, we want to understand. Hivyo tu.
Haina mambo mob.
Tujue ni nini. Mimi nakumbuka hii leadership and long even before we even promulgated the constitution. Unaambia watu kusuia na kuambia wachana na watu wetu. So wacha tukule tu ya watu wenu. Mimi naambianga mlichagua tuendeleeni kulala tu kwa hii kitanda because
I recently saw that the EACC had arrested MCA was somewhere here in Nairobi for giving fake papers. 2.5 years after elections. They are the same person. They are the same people who gave him a clearance certificate. In your civic education, engagement and everything, are people getting to decipher when things are done for PR and when they are being done for the real impact?
That is now where I want us to go. Hapo ndio mimi nataka tuende tufike kwa sababu mtu anakuambia hiyo katiba wachana nayo. But umesoma umeelewa nini?
Hajasoma, si baba alisoma.
Kusoma tu.
Baba alisoma. 2010.
Sasa by the way kwa stance bande tumepeana katiba nyingi sana saa hii. Na mimi ukinipata hapo na kuuliza unataka katiba ya nini? Kwa sababu wakati watu walipewa zile zilikuangaza nini kabla sasa itolewe. Watu walifunga nayo njugu wakachoma nayo wakawasha nazo jiko.
Nilikula njugu kadhaa na hizo.
Wakaya nini? Isiende ikae pale. Umekelea Bible ambayo pia ufunguangi na usome.
Bas, ni kama kale ka New Testament kana kuanga kwa lojo zote.
Kana kuanga bado. So if Kenyans na ndio nawaambiaje, mimi hata nataka kukupea lakini kama pia uko Nairobi and wherever you are kwa sababu raia is everywhere. Wherever you are, tuite. Tukue na discussion vile unaweza elewa. Bila kizungu nyingi. Bila tu kizungu.
Kama ni Kikamba tunanyorosha Kikamba.
Okay, sijui kama mimi nitaweza na Kikamba lakini
some of us at least got that. Basically what I'm saying is nishe unataka any language because hatuwezi kosa mtu at least mtu mmoja mshafu kwa kila language.
No hatutakosa na sasa kwa sababu raia iko kila mahali.
By the way. Exactly.
So Nairobi at least ni cosmopolitan. So mimi nitaongea ile kidogo nitaongea hapa na pale. Itakosa ile unaweza ongea. So hivyo tuongee hivyo tuelewe hapa hivi. Unajua na hii kitu ni nini exactly? Hii wanamaanisha nini? Hivyo tu.
This is what I want you to explain to our viewer. What does it take kuleta hiyo mbogi ya uraia mtaani hata kama ni place yangu ya Jaba? Tukuje tupige tu story ya.
Si tuko.
Ni kuinua tu simu ama kuandika kwa socials ama how do we reach you? That is what I'm asking.
You can get in touch with me for Nairobi.
Yes.
Where we have civic educators. We have like 7 civic educators in Nairobi right now. Different sub-counties. Na kule hakuna. I cannot get anyone to go. I will come.
Okay.
Yes.
Umesema uko sawa?
Mimi nilikuwa naishingi sao nikitoka. Sasa siishi lakini sioni nikirudi.
Wewe uko tu maeria tutakutafuta. Tutakutafuta sana.
So hapo tu kwa Jaba. Nimevuta sigara, nimevuta bangi kwa hizo bases, nikiongelesha tu watu. So
na unajuaje because unajua ni ile principle ya Biblia meeting people at their place of need.
That is what we do. Yes. That is what we do. So we are ready. And we are available. We are available. This conversation cannot die.
Yes. As we close PDF, niambie highlights zako za PDF zimekuwa gani and ni performance ya nani unangojea yenye itakuchangamsha?
Actually, sijui nani wanakuja kuperform leo. But Les Wanyika made my week.
Oh, Les Wanyika.
So
We really had too much fun.
Even if nobody else performs, I am
It's
good.
all good.
Yes, I am good. Alafu sasa hata ndio nilikuwa nauliza jana, I was asking a nephew of mine.
Yeah.
Namwambia lakini ni ya jana hii kushika kama ya Les Wanyika. And I was surprised that even Gen Z kwanza ndio walikuwa naimba loudest. Na ndio wanaitisha hata ngoma. Nikasema, beautiful.
Now that was my take home kutoka kwa performance ya Les Wanyika. I was fortunate enough niliingia tu ndio wanaanza. And I was expecting people my age now sisi ndio tunasema ngoma. Manze, the people who are singing those
and
songs.
And they're singing word by word.
Word for word.
Sijui, paka najuliza, ini yao.
Exactly.
Yes.
Na wanaimba word for word. Na wanazikatika. And I was like, there's hope. There's hope because if this generation is singing Les Wanyika, because you see, every genre and has that structure and
yes. Na unajua na kuna mtu alikuwa anasema sisi tumebaki kwa hiyo enzi yetu. We love our music. Sisi ndio ukienda club DJ akikataa kucheza muziki sijui ina gani unajam. Of course mi ujam. Na hata sitaki DJ anapiga kelele
thank you.
Yes.
You know, ni hiyo tu you get to this age where you know what you want and exactly how you want it.
So,
why should you apologize for that?
So when I saw Gen Z singing and dancing,
it was so fun.
And there was the mzee playing the saxophone.
Yeah.
You know, he was looking at this crowd.
Like
anaangalia anasema, my goodness.
Exactly.
Is this for us?
Yeah.
Is this for us?
You could see their disbelief, by the way.
Yes.
You could see it. Like,
That
it was golden. It was golden. Les Wanyika, wherever you are, manze, you made... You know, I've listened to Les Wanyika kusema tu kweli tangu mimi nijua hivi ati ujanja yangu iliingilia wapi. I've listened to Les Wanyika since I was like 4 years old. I've listened to their songs. Cassette zikaisha, CD zikakuja zikaenda, tukabaki kwa computer. I have a mix ya Les Wanyika on YouTube that has gone like over 12,000 views.
I need to go and look at
and now meeting them on stage, it was like, okay, nivo. Mnasikianga ati, I have seen it all. This is it, I have seen it all.
Sijui nani wanakuja leo, so wale watakuja wakuje, wakikosa kukuja.
So your take home really Les Wanyika ilikubless. Mbaya mbovu.
I am a Rumba person.
Me too.
Amongst others.
Sasa kuna ile unasemanga ni getheri, alafu ukikosa getheri ile iko.
Sasa between Rumba, soul na zikatikishanga katikati and other things because I love dance.
Soul now tulifika mahali tukakuwa na handshake.
The old soul.
The old soul. Yeah, now kuna mahali likuja ka lose.
No,
kuna katres kalikujanga ka.
I love radio because me I don't collect music.
Yeah.
I don't collect music. So radio kuna wale unajuanga huyu atacheza hii saa hii. So unaendanga. Sasa mimi natembeanga na earphones. So watu wanatengeneza simu mtafute earphones zitashika bila hiyo.
Si kuna earpods.
Azishiki radio lazima simu ikuwe na
hiyo code ndio aerial.
Ndio aerial.
Haiko imeregister like that. But anyway, sasa manufacturers wa simu muangalie hiyo maneno. Otherwise I think there are many stations that are going online anyway. But anyway,
when you're on the road.
Yeah, food for thought. Ndenya, thank you so much for your time. Kwa zile performance zinaenda, I hope you enjoy. Na mimi I will take you up on that challenge here. Manze because I move a lot. I'm a salesman and I'm also promoting artists. Nafanya hii kazi anywhere tunaenda. Na hiyo info lazima ifike mtaa. Hiyo info lazima ifikie wase at their place because they still a very substantial population who are not even appreciating the importance of taking IDs, of registering as voters. There are people who are still looking at things. Mimi ni Mjaluo, baba ako kwa serikali, sasa tuko sawa. I'm looking at him as a person umesaidika vipi. They are not getting, So we must continue doing this thankless job. Lakini each one teach one, and we will never get tired of doing it. Continue doing what you're doing. You're doing an awesome job. Uraia manze wanatembeza hii injili and the right way. That is the other thing that I like, because there's also a lot of misinformation around. Continue doing what you're doing. We appreciate you. Na asante sana kwa kuja Power Radio. Ukituonanga tu mitaa mahali unatushtua.
Thank you.
So
I will do that.
Asante sana. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for keeping us company. Manze, naona PDF tutaifunga hivyo. We are 18 minutes to the top of the hour at 12 noon. So from me and my co-host Elijah Moz, nawaambia tu adios. We will meet you on Wednesday for the top 10 Kenyan hip hop underground countdown. Manze tumewamiss. It's been how long? 2 weeks? We've not done this. Right? Yeah, we've not done the top 10 for so tunarudi zitakuwa moto. Kuna mangoma kadhaa sana, mingi sana zimetoka. Kuna wasanii wana reach out to us, wanatoa mangoma. So check us out on Wednesday. Until then, adios.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
A shadow of what she used to be. If only you could treat her like she was your one and only queen. You tear her down, beat her down behind closed doors, and nobody knows. Still she stays up in you and being true, with so much to lose.
Watu na masaibu ya kuchapwa na bwana, linidunga na chupa kwa macho, amenipiga na mawe.
Happy is a 5-letter word. Yeah. This is something she never heard before. Happy is a 5-letter word. Yeah. This is something she never heard before. Yeah.
Walinichukua.
Happy is a 5-letter word. Yeah. This is something she never heard before. Happy is a 5-letter word. Yeah. This is something she never heard before. Yeah.
Kwanza kunipiga.
Jolimpenda kwa nataka kushow reality. Probability ya kuonyesha walikuwa na unit kufika hata 50. Hakuna day alikosa dent. Daily akipiga nduru alichanganya ma residence evidence. Ilionekana kwa sura venye alikuwa amefura, lakini akazidi kumongeza chance. Negativity kafanya paka kosa unity. Insecurity kafanya kwa disability. Community ilishanga sana jolimpe opportunity ya kuendelea kuishi na bila kuambia security. This is a message to all the ladies who are struggling in a relationship. You have a right to decide whether to continue or to quit. Don't accept to be like a sheep. The same guy, the same bed, beating every day. You struggle to be the best wife and you never see the best thing. Step aside and say no way.
Na wakanirep, hata nilikuwa na ball, ikatoka.
Happy is a 5-letter word. Yeah. This is something she never heard before. Happy is a 5-letter word. Yeah. This is something she never heard before. Yeah. Happy is a 5-letter word. Yeah. This is something she never heard before. Happy is a 5-letter word. Yeah. This is something she never heard before. Yeah. Your eyes, your cheek, always has a black spot every day when you sleep. Nothing to look out for behind closed doors. You cry, yeah. In front of your folks, you smile, yeah. You never speak out, so your friends say you're bad. Happy is a 5-letter word you never heard. You cry every day, but your man doesn't care just because he provides the daily bread, yeah.
Lakini ningetaka kuwa na mwanaume mwingine nikae na yeye. Lakini bado sijapata. Wananiambianga mimi sioni. Mimi ni kipofu.
My boys please, chenchini na mwache kudhulumu wanawake.
Yeah, Flag 42, Nico back on air. Can I have your attention, please? Thank you. Shukran. Ukisikia nimerudi hewani, jua nimerudi nyumbani. Wakisema on your marks niko set kugo, nikirekod na set record kwa trackable. Click kabo, na go off full time. Game over 3-0 ndio score. Mtu wangu leo game iko home, na bank M-Pesa na mfuko zina do. Ni unbeaten run, hakuna draw. Na Benadia kona fans kagor. Hii kitu niko nayo kwa damu na si bahati. Hata kwa interviews za one-on-one haunipati kakibaki. Mimi ndio kiongozi but corrupting. Niko history in the making. Wakiclaim on ndio marking. Na nikifish wametuna counter attack kila time tunakunywa. Mpira inapigwa mbele hakuna pasi ya nyuma. Self raising kujilea niko juu kabea unga. Left, right, juu, chini. Hakuna rapa noma kama mimi nchini. Left, right, juu, chini. Nchini nawakilisha Kiswahili. Left, right, juu, chini. Hakuna rapa noma kama mimi nchini. Left, right, juu, chini. Nchini nawakilisha Kiswahili. Nasikia kwa ma stations ama wanted man. Ni mimi plain and simple, niko guilty as charged. Nikute kwa ma station, ma TV na ma magazine. Ki life sentence niko hapa kuwa sawa. Ama changu ama chao. Shauri yao tutavunja mkate tujue kuishi nao. Hakuna kipo kwenye bar. Wako mpira wakona nikichwa na niko nayo. Tumefika this year na tunawaribia. Watiacho meishia ni jina kubwa nasikia. Nasema tumefika this year.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.